The rest of them, I'm pretty sure we're fine though. Either way. We got an install field, but we're gonna start the guide on Jeanne, I guess. Not I guess, we will. Oh, I got a costume. Alright, I got this. Yeah. Nice. Still gonna keep this, but we're not gonna care about install skills. Being fair, the install skills don't matter. For what I'm gonna explain, since I'm not explaining damage values, I am explaining other things. Originally, there is one skill in Jeanne's group here, which I was gonna... Originally back then, 2 months ago, was probably not gonna say the best of things about. Now I'm gonna take that back and actually say good things about one of these skills. The rest of them will be about as the same. Though I will mention a weakness of Jeanne's skills, or the majority of Jeanne's skills, that this one skill doesn't have. Kind of. But you'll see what I mean. Either way, we're gonna use the chance for clarity as the map. Just to... I will not finish this map specifically. This is just to show off the skills and, you know, show what she can... Or let me talk about some of her things. I'll obviously be talking about the basic attacks, the skills, her general playstyle in a nutshell, and just about every teensy bit I can talk about. Either way, so like a majority of the characters, she has... Whoop. I'm gonna let Tamo shut the hell up a little bit. Sorry! The person I'm talking about the sorry knows who I'm talking to. Either way, so aerial-wise, it's the normal. She has 2 lights and 1 heavy. Let's see, nothing unusual here. This is her 1 light, 1 heavy. Not half bad. Being fair, it's just about the same as it's a knock-up, like any other. Her 2 light, 1 heavy is really weird. Hello, how am I supposed to even... Hello, creeping yam. Creeping yam. Okay, that's a nice name. Don't mind me, I'm just doing the guide thing. If you have any questions about this game anyways, be free to ask. But either way, continuing on my conversation. But welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, and I hope you enjoy this content, I guess. If we can call it that. Either way. So, 3 light, 1 heavy. This is actually pretty decent. Maybe not so much. Waited. Maybe not so much. I don't use Jeanne too much. Okay, you can cancel it with the dash. Okay, we're good. I was like worried that it would be one of those cases of... Sorry, phone, because I can read the chat on my phone here, so... Okay. 1, 3, 4. This is the 4 light, 1 heavy. That's actually pretty good. It's a shame it's on the 4th heavy, because the majority of the times you'll be doing something like this with the majority of the characters in multiplayer and stopping at the 2nd one. But her 2nd one is weird, and I'm not the biggest fan of this. It takes a little bit too long for her to do that thing. Either way, and finally, if I'm not wrong, she has 5 lights. There, it's fine. The 5 lights is fine. There's not much to talk about her basic attacks. Multiplayer and basic attacks are like... While they can be useful, they are... Due to the nature of this game where skills have lots of priority, and I mean a lot of priority over basic attacks, for a character whose basic attacks aren't inherently fast, she suffers a little bit, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean jack, because she has good AoE on all her basics, so on that department, she's great at least getting drive out of her basic attacks. Either way, her skills, starting off with Flag of Steel. So I originally was gonna butcher this skill and rip it a new hole. But ever since a few friends of mine started using Jeanne and using this skill, I have changed my opinion on it heavily. Not only is this an instantaneous skill, which is already a positive, it's also relatively quick, and it can combo from other skills. Oh yeah, it can. It actually hits very high in the air, making this one of few skills that is relatively fast and hits in the air. And believe me, you want to be able to hit in the air. So it is an actually really good skill. Not her best skill, but one of the best skills she has. Next up, Fire with Purification. So this skill is, by itself, not the greatest. By itself, it's not the greatest. Now that's the keyboard. However, this skill is usually what I'd consider the combo finisher of a skill of a combo. You do something like this, for example, because it can be linked. It can also be linked between specific skills. The best one that I would show if I had the skill, which I will show at the end of all of this, of her guide, I will be showing that. You do something pretty cool. But either way, this is more of a combo finisher, more than anything else. Since you can't move while doing this and you can't cancel it. Flag of Steel's, by the way, biggest problem, this one, was that you're stuck in that animation. A lot of Jeanne's skills, you're gonna see this problem of you're stuck in a relatively long animation in a lot of her skills. This is relatively long in multiplayer, at least. This is the same. The thing is, one of these, you really can only... both of them you can only deal with long-range skills, but you get the point. One, you can actually dodge stuff. The other one, you're stuck in place. You can guess which one is better. I use Fires of Purification mainly because Fires of Purification deals a ton of damage. But I do recommend Flag of Steel over Fires of Purification since both of them are basically combo finishers. Though Flag of Steel can be used in more situations. Next up, Shining Ring of Promise. This thing is bullshit. It is ridiculously good. Obviously, number one reasoning, it's a long-range attack with a relatively big area of effect. It goes freaking further than some of the other archer skills, which is dumb. As a big wide area, probably only smaller to Rosa Ictus from Nero, and my god, it comes out fast, and it's fast. So there is absolutely no reason to not use. Oh, also it deals pretty good damage for a long-range skill. Not the highest damage, but still good damage. There is literally no reason to not use Shining Ring of Promise. It's dumb good. Next up, Should You Block My Path? This is her stun skill. So, like a lot of other stuns, obviously if you hit an opponent who's not blocking, they get stunned. You know the drill. The problem with her stun is how long the animation takes. As you can see, it takes a while. And on contrary to one character I'll be talking about later, it doesn't have a certain property. Specifically, this can be blocked, obviously. It's blocked once and you're screwed. I have the bone of my... Oh boy. Yep. I am the bone of my... I am the bone of my flag in this case, but yes. Oh boy. I am the bone of my flag. Of my sword. Yeah, I've already done this guide. Though on Emiya, if I'm not wrong, Emiya's freaking broken. Well, not broken, but he's really strong compared to a lot of other characters in this game. Yeah, the servant with no A stats is stronger than some of the servants with A rank / EX stats. This is just to show how much stats in Fate don't matter or make no absolute sense. Either way, where was I? Yeah, first stun. It's fine. It's what I basically say to the majority of stuns. It's, if you can use it, great, use it. If you are not used to using stuns, it's a case of stuns in this game require a lot of practice, with maybe one exception, mainly due to how that one stun works. The majority of the stuns, though, you need to practice, because not only is it a case of timing, it's a case of knowing opponents, knowing what they're gonna do, and knowing your own skill. I personally don't use it, mainly because I'm gonna mention a friend of mine from this game who is what I consider the king of stun, Asko. I'm not like Asko. Contrary to him, I can't catch people with stuns well. I am absolutely... I'm not good at it. Him, on the other hand, he is a god. He can literally make some of the worst stuns in this game work, and I'm like, but you're a god at stuns, Asko. Just praise to you, man. Anyways, that's those skills. Out of these 3 skills, the ones I recommend are obviously Shining Ring and Flag of Steel. We're not done, obviously. We still gotta go grab the other skills, obviously. I still have 3 more skills to show. Also, I'll be bringing the Fires of Purification, because I do have to explain that one thing. Oh god! Oh god. Thank you, Cripping M, for the follow, and my god, I forgot about that freaking follow thing. Oh god. Jesus. Damn it, Children. Thank you for following. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I hope to see you again. I hope to keep seeing you around. I mean, that's what I meant. Goddamn. Okay, where was I? Ah, no, that's not it. There we go. Okay, so this time, my lord sends his judgment, flag of protection, and arrows of light. Okay, let's go. The last of our skills, because that's how it goes. Jeez, yep. You scared me shitless. Yes, congratulations. My god. You scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. Okay, so the rest of her skills. First up, Tamamo has stuff to tell us. Thanks, Tamamo. Okay. Anyways, first up, flag of protection. This is a counter. I'll have to show this later. This counter is relatively has a decent duration, so basically it's not really that hard to use. But it has one characteristic which is a bit annoying. The counter for Jeanne specifically has this delay when it's triggered. So when basically the enemy triggers her counter, it's actually slower. It's actually kind of slow. Okay. Sorry, I had a message. Give me a minute. I need to go and just answer something. I'll be right back.
Taiki ですか? 困りました。 何をしましょう。待機ですか。困りました。何をしましょう。待機ですか。困りました。何をしましょう。
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. That was something I had to do real fast. Either way, that's not gonna stop me from doing the rest of this. So, either way, I was talking about the counter, right? Yeah, so once it's triggered, it's got this weird delay. I will be showing it later, don't worry. Next up, my lord sends us your judge. So this skill is a skill I don't particularly use, but I understand its properties and I know what it does. So this is a different type of crowd control. This is what I like to call the mini slow. There's the big slow and the mini slow. This is the mini slow. We're gonna call it the mini slow. So the properties of this is this deals a small amount of damage, not as small as the stun. Like decently, it's still noticeable, but it's nothing amazing on damage. But the property it does is it slows all actions of the enemy a little bit. But for like a good, I think the measure is like 9 to 10 seconds, around 9 to 10 seconds. The different. Now why do I call it a small slow? Because this is a one-tick thing, and once procced, it can be cured by code casts. Specifically the cure code cast from one of the things. And it can be basically healed, so it won't, you know, bullshit its way for people. This slow is fine. It's not the most best at clearing, but it's fine. But the thing is, Jeanne has, in my opinion, better abilities than this. It's fine, you can use it, but if you want to use a crowd control Jeanne more than anything else. But I personally, I'm like, it's okay. Now, Arrows of Light. This is our shtick. This thing. This is our shtick. This is the skill that makes what I believe Jeanne. So this skill is ridiculous. So you can activate it, turn it around like in an 180 degree from where you were facing, so to speak. Turn it to the left or right. More like actually 90 degrees to the right or 90 degrees to the left. Do they have Sieg in this game? Unfortunately, Sieg is not in this game. Siegfried, apocryphal characters in this game that are in this game are Astolfo, Karna, and I think we're stopping there. I'm pretty sure they only got Astolfo, Jeanne, and Karna. Yeah. So it's Jeanne, Astolfo, and Karna. Those are the characters from Apocrypha in this game specifically. The other characters, they are known. They're not here, unfortunately. I can show you the characters after I'm done explaining Jeanne. Either way, I will explain the other characters. So at least 8 more characters after this. So this is gonna take a while. This skill is ridiculous. Not only all of those pillars do damage, anyone that gets close to you gets hit by her basic attack, by basically her close range attack, while she's waving the flag. Those actually count as hits, and will put the enemy in the air in the direction of the pillar of light and do further damage. So basically people away take a lot of damage and people close to you take even more damage. So it's a pretty nice skill. Its weakness, obvious. You can't move. You are stuck in place once you activate the skill. But with the amount of AoE it has, and how actually bullshit it is, also, the best part is, this is comboable into this. Or Flag of Steel. So basically, yeah, Arrows of Light is amazing. And it's probably your best skill, even with the weakness it has. So, and now, just so people don't get absolutely... Oh yeah, one more thing. Jeanne suffers from a few things. So I activated Drive, for anyone that doesn't know. This is Drive. So basically, I'm basically in super mode, let's just call it that. I basically not stop. Now, this is her Drive skill. It's an AoE around her, but there is a bit of a problem with this. Look at the health bar. Yep. So, Jeanne is a weird character in this game. She takes damage from her Drive, which is already not the greatest. Also, her Drive is easily escapable. Usually, unless someone's distracted, they're not gonna die from it. But even worse than that Drive skill is her Noble Phantasm, which for every character, if you're using Supreme Strike, is basically a one-shot you're dead. Or everyone else is dead, who stays in the same sector as Jeanne in this case. Jeanne's, though, has a particularly peculiar property, which befuddles not only me, but just about anyone who plays Jeanne. Her NP kills herself. Yeah, using Jeanne's NP might kill everyone with her in the same sector as her, but it also kills her. Making her NP, unfortunately, as much as I hate saying this, the worst NP in the game because it's the only NP with an actual negative attached to it. No other NP has negatives, not even Karna. Yeah, and Karna technically, supposedly should have a negative from his NP, but in this game they decided, nah, he doesn't need it. Jeanne, though? No, screw Jeanne. She dies. It makes no sense. Nobody understands why. Even though she has that weakness, though, Jeanne is still a particularly strong character. Not amazing. She's not at the level of a character like Emiya, but she's still a strong character. And I will demonstrate. So, in a minute. In an actual... well, maybe not an actual match, but you'll see what I mean. In a minute. And you will see. Okay. Also, this game is I am not actually gonna play a full multiplayer match. No, sorry. Nothing against it, just... This is more because I'm showing this off, and not because I'm actually tryharding in an actual multiplayer. I'll be using my build, so this is my usual build. I do recommend you, instead of that, take Arrows of Light, Flag of Protection, Shining Ring of Promise, and Flag of Steel. This is my recommended. This is what I personally use, where the only difference is Fires of Purification. There is one more build, which this is what I call the ASCO build. Should you block my path, my lord sends your judgment, Arrows of Light, and... Is it Arrows of Light? I think so. And Flag of Steel. Not absolutely sure about if it's either Arrows of Light or Shining Ring of Promise. Either way, this is what I'm gonna... give me a minute. Wait, how do I... No, that's not... button. How do I change the name? Here we go. I'm gonna call ASCO build. build. And finally, what I'm gonna call the recommended. So, as I said, this is the Osco build, what I'm gonna call the crowd control build, my personal favorite build, and what I recommend for people that are starting off and want to play Jeanne. I'm gonna be using the recommended just to show what I mean. Either way, also those are, I guess I have to show the install skills. Her install skills can be, so this install skill, I'm just gonna actually put it as the general build. What I like to consider the general build of just about almost every character. The thing I'd say you can substitute in this is you can substitute Reduced Earth or anything else, or Monster Strength. I'd say Mana Recovery, Independent Action, Martial Blasting, Clairvoyance, Spirit Slayer, and to a point, Supreme Strike are very, 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 very useful and too good to pass up. The other one, Tuvo, again, personal preference. I have this specific. This build is for a specific character, which is Cuchulainn, and it's for a specific build on Cuchulainn. Either way, time to start this shenanigan. No matter where I'm facing, go. And yeah, sure, Rome, whatever. I'm gonna be showing off what you kind of want to do, or maybe not what you want to do, but what you should maybe try do. But again, these are AI. Oh, AI have been getting smarter these days. I'm not joking. I have a feeling AI have been getting smarter these days. But either way, I'm gonna try and show off a little. Well, not show off, but you get the point. Show you what you kind of want to do. So this is what I mean by a combo. Yep, Lubu died. See what I mean about the Flag of Steel? So that's what the combo I was talking about. It is the Arrows of Light into Flag of Steel. The Shining Ring of Promise is just an extra, don't mind that one. Something like this. This is kind of what you want to do. Now it probably won't work out every time, but sometimes you might have to substitute for Shining Ring of Promise, and I think it works as well, but Shining Ring doesn't do as much damage as Flag of Steel. Or Fires of Purification if you're using that one. Either way. You know what I mean? Try not to use what I'm doing a lot, by the way. Try and use your skills to the maximum of cooldown times. Be careful with Flag of Steel and Arrows of Light, though. I will not deny this. Be very careful with using these skills. Oh yeah, the counter. See what I'm... Okay, so that's the counter she has. And the problem is there's a little bit of a delay there. But either way. Okay, it's not gonna work because defense tower, but let's go deal with that. Really? Okay, game. Oh yeah. Your projectile does not go through walls, obviously. Hey, I never said you can. By the way, just because I use skills a lot does not mean you cannot use basic attacks. Basic attacks have their uses in this game. Still. Mainly when you are in drive. When you are in drive, you basically, how to explain, are stronger. And when you're in drive, basic attacks make everything you do better. So, you can just catch people in their skills more. It's a little easier. The thing is, these are AI. They're not gonna block my attacks the first time I hit them. Oh, so this is something Jeanne can also do. Try not to abuse this. Well, just saying. Not my exact favorite action ever. Also, don't use, I guess this is something else. Try not to use her drive too much. I guess the other little tidbit I should give. Do not use her drive too much. Mainly because of the negative. Now, her drive has a point, a positive. She is invulnerable while using the drive skill. However, it still doesn't take the point away that she's still gonna take her damage from her own drive skill, which is still dumb. Either way, it cannot be interrupted, and she's invulnerable while using it. So, okay, point to reach then. How good is Jeanne? She is strong. She has... The only reason she isn't really strong is because of the negatives to her drive skill and her NP, especially her NP, because her skills are good. Her basic attacks are decent, but those negatives just hold her back, unfortunately, quite a bit from being great, absolutely great in PvP, in my opinion. But, hey, if you enjoy the character, use it. I'm not here to stop you, I'm here to tell you about the character itself. So, if I'm pretty sure, great if you're, hey Shadow, how you doing? Yeah, if you're Asco, probably. Hey, I did give them Asco build. I did give them Asco build over here, so it's there to everyone to see. It's gonna be in the video. But nonetheless, she's still strong. I'm pretty sure I gave a rating and it went from D to EX, so it was D, C, B, A, EX. No, S, EX. She would be around an A, probably. I'm not sure actually how the ratings I did before were. This is neither. This is PC. This is PC. But you can play it on both PS4 and Switch, obviously. But this is the PC version. Either way, the tips work for either one.